Ladies and gentlemen, we are here in Bamunkumbit, in Ketunjia division of the northwestern region of Cameroon. The palace has been transformed into a construction site. There are so many projects going on in the palace. We are here on an appraisal visit to let you see those projects and appreciate them. The traditional ruler of the village, von Ayeng III of Bamunkumbit, resident now in the United States of America, working in collaboration with Makuda, which is the village development organization, and Makuda USA, Makuda South Africa. They are doing a lot to make sure that the palace of Bamunkumbit is transformed into an enviable palace. We are going to take you to the various projects, you watch them and you appraise them as we take you into the inner pool of the palace of the Bamunkumbit people. Follow our cameras, ladies and gentlemen. At the entrance into the palace is the first large hall. And then a second hall just behind the first hall. And a house under construction for princes of the palace. This is commonly called Ndebonfon or Ndengur. It's up to the roofing level and needs to be plastered and floored. This is the back view of the building. At the inner pool of the palace are other similar halls for villagers to hold their meetings, hold deliberations, and discuss on the development projects in the village. This is the palace of the Bamunkumbit people. At the Queen Mother's quarters, new buildings are being constructed for the Queen Mothers. Building number 1 and building number 2. They are provided with very heavy pillars at the front view to support the buildings. Side view of the Queen Mother's new buildings. And the back view. From the Queen Mother's quarters, it is possible to have a partial view of the palace of Bamunkumbit. From the other end, we have this new building. It's longer than all the buildings that was constructed with the aid of Makuda USA. Makuda USA is made up of Bamunkumbit elites resident in the United States of America. They made lots of contributions for this building to be realized. Talking about Makuda USA, we are paying tribute to a number of elites from Bamunkumbit resident in the United States of America who contributed immensely towards the realization of this building in the palace. Talking about that, we are talking of Mr. Anthony Bebenji, who is popularly referred to as Mbelala. We are also thinking of Mr. Victor Tanker, who is popularly referred to as Tengwe. And we are also talking of Mr. Alot. He is a retired HM living in the United States of America. We refer to him as Nkolala. We are also thinking of our dear friend and brother, Alfred Atanga Ndi, referred to as Ndi Shanfong. And then we are thinking of a very important personality attached to this palace, an in-law to this palace, living in the United States of America. He is actually married to one of the daughters from this palace, and we are thinking of Mbemofo Nicodemus. He is an in-law to the palace. He is in fact a trailer and contributed equally much in the realization of this project in the palace. Then, a very important fund in the United States of America, a dear friend and brother to the fund of Bamunkumbit in the United States. We are thinking of Fund Ganjo Kennedy. He is the fund of Njirong, resident in the United States of America. Mbe, we pay you tribute and thank you for all what you are doing for the Bamunkumbit Palace in the United States of America. This is the fruit of your labor here. With all of these, ladies and gentlemen, we are also thinking of Makuda, South Africa, who contributed 50 bags of cement towards the realization of the construction works in this palace. Then there is this private residence of the fund in the palace. This is found in the funds on section of the palace. It is erected right up to the roofing level, and it has stopped there. It needs to be roofed, it needs to be plastered, and it needs to be floored, windows fitted, and other provisions made to make the building habitable. From there, we move on to the other sections of the palace with these extensions but they all need to be given finishing touches. You find them well plastered, roofed, but it needs doors to be fitted and the ceiling fitted and made habitable. This is the palace of the Bamunkumbit people. Other halls are being constructed in the inner pool of the palace. They've all been raised to the roofing level, so they need to be roofed, and ceiling provided, doors provided, and made possible for them to be habitable. With all of these, ladies and gentlemen, it is exceedingly clear that the construction works in this palace, they are really heavy and needs a lot of support in order to enable the fund complete the realization of these projects. In fact, it is important to be part of this history-making event by contributing generously towards the roofing, towards the plastering, towards the flooring, the fitting of windows, and the other provisions on these buildings to make this palace what it deserves to be before the great celebrations that will be coming up in December 2014 and January 2015. In fact, no amount of money donated will be considered little, since little drops of water will make a mighty ocean, and nobody can boast that he can realize all of these projects single-handedly before the great celebration. In fact, the palace will need about $20,000, an equivalent of 10 million francs CFA, to realize all of these projects and others in the pipeline. If you watch well, you realize that there is a foundation meant for yet another hall towards this section of the palace. Foundation constructed, but walls not yet raised. The Bamunkumbit people are very aware that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. They've gone ahead to take these giant steps towards the construction of their palace, raising very high foundations for the buildings, donating generously from their meager income. They are mostly subsistence farmers, and donating all of these to make the reception point of their visitors receive a facelift. This is the palace of the Bamunkumbit people. Going this far, it will be heavily applauded and appreciated if any donation is received from wherever, from whoever. And there are lots of checks to ensure that whatever comes in will be used for the realization of these projects being undertaken in the palace. While we all wait, we just hope that you like to be part of this history-making event as we wait earnestly. Hoping that you contribute generously to the realization of these projects. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
My president-elect.